Hi and welcome to Flinders University. I'm Dr. Brett Wilkinson and I'm a lecturer of computer science and information technology. Imagine a world without computers. Like imagine us currently in the situation that we're in and you're watching this video. It's computing and computer technology that's actually driving this particular experience. So you've got an interest in computing, that's why you're here, that's why you're watching the video. But what you need to sort of realize is that computing isn't just about your interests. Computing is something that gets used around the world. You need to consider the people who don't have an interest in computing, who don't understand or have the same sort of literacy or the need that you do. And so imagine building and working on systems that are being used by billions of people worldwide. That's the power of a degree in information technology or computer science. You have the capacity to engage with the world. So computing isn't about isolation. It's not about sort of, these cubicle dwelling sort of introverts. Computing is about collaboration. It's about teamwork. It's about communication. So computer scientists and information technologists, they're the creators, they're the disruptors, they're the people who will be driving our future, driving future industry, driving the way that we communicate, the way that we play, the way that we learn. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to look at degrees that we offer here at Flinders in information technology and computer science. But the key sort of takeaway message that I want you to sort of, walk away from this presentation with is that computing is critical. Computing is essential for what we do. So it doesn't matter what your interest is or where your career aspirations are, you will have computing at the core of everything that you do. A career in computing is across sectors, it's across disciplines, it's across industry. So you could be working in public, private, locally, globally. Computing is something that will take you wherever you want to go. If you're interested in design, there's a career in computing. If you're interested in programming, there's a career in computing. If you're interested in evaluation, there's a career in computing. If you're interested in communication and working with people, there's a career in computing. Software development isn't a simple activity. It requires many teams of many individuals working on the one problem. The development of software isn't the only type of career that's available in the field of computing. You might also be interested in network communication, and so the administration and the management of network systems. You might have an interest in databases, and so again, the administration, the design, the development of databases. You might be interested in developing multimodal interactive experiences that allow people to sort of, be entertained or learn new things or express their beliefs. All of this is possible in a career in computing. As an information technologist or a computer scientist, you will not only operate the systems that drive industry, you'll create the systems that will define new industry. Fields are growing in IT between 10 to 25% in demand for future employment. And so what this translates to is essentially 50,000 new jobs need to be filled by 2023. So this opens up a huge opportunity for you and your future career. So no matter what career in computing you're looking for, your skills will be in demand in the coming years. A computing career can take you anywhere in the world. We have many of our graduates are employed overseas. They start working for companies overseas. Others are employed locally. So it might be on a national level. We have graduates who are employed in government organisations or departments in Canberra, in the eastern states. So with a computing degree, you are not locked into Adelaide, but if that's what you want, then you're able to sort of start your career here in Adelaide but reach out to the world. At Flinders, we've invested heavily in our technology education. So we have a purpose-built building at the Tonsley site that was constructed and built solely for the use of computing and engineering teaching and research. We have custom-built labs, custom-built education spaces dedicated to ensuring your skills are the best they can be at the end of your degree. At Flinders, our degrees are heavily inspired and advised by industry. Most of our degrees are accredited by the Australian Computer Society. And we also have guidance from our industry advisory board that sort of suggests the types of skills that they require, where we see future growth and their expectations for what our graduates can actually bring to their workforces. So at Flinders, we've actually got a nationally sort of recognised and acknowledged work integrated learning program, so a work placement program, where you are, for a semester, you're embedded with an industry partner. And so you'll go and work on real projects with real teams to support this process. You'll also have an academic supervisor, and so someone still based here at Flinders who will help ensure that your learning outcomes are met and your skill development is progressing appropriately. We have an excellent track record of graduate employment. 9 out of 10 of our graduates found work after the completion of their degree. This is the number one sort of graduate outcome compared with the other universities in our state. We strive for accreditation. So for us, accreditation means that your qualification will be something that you can take with you around the world. The Bachelor of Engineering Software Honours is actually accredited by both the Australian Computer Society and Engineers Australia, meaning that you can take that degree as well anywhere with you around the nation, around the world. We are the only university in South Australia that has a Cisco Academy embedded within the university. And so you'll acquire skills for those critical in-demand jobs, and it will provide you with the skills that will enable you to sit the examination for Cisco accreditation. Our work integrated learning program is something that we've seen huge success. Our students have travelled the world. We've had students who have gone to Canada and worked in rehabilitation hospitals. We've had students who have travelled to Holland working on augmented reality systems. We've had students travel a bit closer to home and found work placements in Singapore. Work placements can be global, or you could be working just down the road. Just last year, I had one of my students at a work placement with Sage Automation. And before the end of their degree, based on the quality of their work placement, that particular student was actually offered employment before she had finished her degree. As an information technology specialist, what you are actually looking at is you're looking at the application of these technology tools. So you're interested in how we apply these things to different processes. So in work, in education, in entertainment. Whereas IT is about the application of tools, computer science is more about the development of those tools. And then if you're interested in software engineering, so software engineering is something where you're across the entire life cycle of software development. So you understand the role of design in creating programs and technology solutions. You're aware of the implementation, and you have a keen understanding of how we evaluate to ensure that our software systems are fit for purpose. So our other specialisation in information technology is where we actually sort of make use of games and game technology. Imagine where we could sort of create a virtual production line. We might also have games that help educate. So we're using simulations and game mechanics to sort of help doctors or surgeons sort of understand and perfect procedures. If you are aware of the game industry, you know that it's worth $152 billion in 2019. So this is more than the combined value of both the film and music industries. And it's projected to reach $300 billion by 2025. So it is a market that is huge. You have the opportunity to sort of engage with somebody and provide them with an experience direct to their pocket. Just in Australia, 9 out of 10 households have a gaming device in their household. We're seeing that it's about 47% of people, of game players, are actually female. So it's almost parity. And the average age of a gamer in Australia is 34. It's an industry that is worth billions and billions of dollars worldwide. At Flinders, we offer a range of postgraduate programs as well. So we've got a Master of IT, a Master of IT Network and Cybersecurity Systems, and a Master of Science Computer Science. The MIT degree, so the Master of Information Technology, is intended for you to sort of enhance the skills that you've developed in in a previous qualification. So you can come from other domains. So you might have a teaching background, for instance, but you want to enhance your skills with an IT postgraduate qualification. The IT master's degree is intended to give you the skills to lead and to manage the use and the management of enterprise information systems. So the Master of Information Technology Network and Cybersecurity Systems qualification will take your existing knowledge of computing from a previous qualification, but will focus you on those critical areas of network management, network administration, and security awareness around our information systems. So the Master of Science Computer Science is a degree where you will be able to take your existing skills in computing and look at advanced concepts. So you'll go beyond just purely the knowledge gained in a bachelor's degree, and you'll look at key issues within the computing domain. One of the core aspects of the Master of Science Computer Science is the full year project that you'll work on. It's a research project where you will engage with an academic supervisor in a very close mentor relationship, and they will guide you through the research in novel, new, interesting areas. This research project will actually give you the leg up for a career in management in a computing domain, or it could be a pathway to future research in a PhD program. We've got a dedicated team of academics here who are passionate about computing and information technology across a spectrum of the discipline. So we have people interested in artificial intelligence, interested in database administration, interested in computing programming languages, interested in networking systems, interested in human-computer interaction and gaming and game technologies. Additionally, our academics are actively researching across a whole range of different disciplines, and they're applying the knowledge and the new information that they generate from their research directly back into the classroom, where you will gain the benefit of that world-leading research. So if you're the sort of person that enjoys teamwork, enjoys collaboration, but enjoys technology, then computing or information technology is a degree for you. Thank you for visiting Flinders University, and I look forward to welcoming you on campus very soon.